Hello everyone, this is Dryden001 coming at you live from pre-record video. So today we are in my redstone world, well technically my barbershop world, but in my redstone subsection or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But here is my tree farm. I did some redesigning on a couple other designs, looked up a couple of them, and I figured out that I wanted to make the easiest tree farm you can do. Now, just a little disclaimer, this does not include a leaf crusher, and at the same time, it does not, well, it's specific on oak wood. It cannot do any other type of wood because of the oak wood mechanic. First of all, I'll show you it working. So turn on this. It does have the bone meal dispensing system, and as you could probably see right now, it's a lot easier than it's a lot easier of a system than a lot of the other ones you see. Mainly because of one of the weird ones. Basically because of the mechanic that it only pushes forward. It doesn't push out, pull in, and then push to the side and then send out a long trail to the side. You just go directly forward. And to do that, we have to use a couple of the mechanics. One, oak wood, when side by side, can grow directly side by side. They don't have to have a gap. And so you use that with the pusher because you have to have oak wood in the certain vicinity. And also it works because it pushes them all forward and allows them to keep growing. Now, if you look down here, there is a piston underneath this, and that helps with the mechanic. You don't have to have it. It's just only if you want to throw in that dispenser. That's why you would need it. So let's get started on how to build this. I already built a platform for it. This is basically what you need. You just need a 3x5 platform along with a 3x3. Just a little forewarning. You do kick out about 2 blocks down here. So these bottom 2 blocks are also taken and can't be used. So I'll get started. First of all, we need our double piston extenders. And so if you just make a stack of 6 of these, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we need to start off with the major part, and so basically it's just going to be a copy. All these piston extenders are just going to be a copy, and that's pretty much the basic design for each and every floor. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch of these, and so you see they just fit right in. And so I'm still working on the timing system, but because I'm not that good at timing, technically. But I can. Okay, so we need that. Oh yeah, we need it to be like this. That's what I'm forgetting. Okay, sorry about that. I need to go out one more, and then we are in. There we go. So you have to have it set up like this, and you need a repeater, and just going to go in and put down the repeaters before you can have this all set up. I'm not going to do the delays yet, and we'll explain the delays later. So just have it set up. This basic system, what it does is it turns them on in such a way that I can extend out, push something, and then pull it back in. So that's what we'll be using with this, the oak wood. And you can pre-place it in, but it's not necessary. So you need 1 tick on this, on the first one, because you want it to go first to push it out. And you want 4 ticks because you want it to go last. So we'll push this guy out. Technically, this one's going to be going first. So if you guys wanted to know. So it'll just work on a basic. So yeah, you need this oak wood stack. because you actually need it to activate via these redstone with its whole timing system. So if I pull out a lever and go over here, and we can place it down right here, we press this extends out to its full extent and pulls back in, and it works for every single level. So just double checking, we have our four ticks along with our 2 ticks, and basically how the ticks work is that's 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. Basically, for those that aren't really aware of that, it's kind of a good thing to know. So we're going to connect this all up, and the easiest way to connect it all up is to connect it like that. And the reason why is because this half slab will connect these 2 levels. So that's an interesting mechanic. I never really knew about it until a little bit ago, and then I learned it, and now I'm using practically everything. It's a really good mechanic to use, and I like it. Now, next thing is we need to put in this. It doesn't really, it's not that fancy. Let's fix that. So yeah, you could wait. Whatever. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. But we're gonna drag it on. So just to show how it works, do this. And what's going on? Oh yeah, you need to put redstone on each of them. That's what I'm missing. Okay, and so all of it extends. Push the button, it all pulls back. So just double check. This is a good way to figure out where you need to put all the stuff you want, and it makes it a lot easier for you. So we need to dig down 1 and put a piston right there with a dirt block on top. This will help you because it has to push the tree up 1 block so that it can go within this, but so that this piston pusher doesn't push away or get stopped by the dispenser. So if you don't want to have the dispenser mechanic or don't need it, then I would use it. So next thing we need to do, I need to double check. So yeah, we need our stuff right there. Need 2 blocks right there. Next thing is a repeater with a torch behind it. This is our detection for a tree. We have a repeater right behind, and we need to go into our inventory and grab actually a dropper is a lot more safer and easier to build. So we'll get a dropper and a hopper, and we'll place them here. And then you take this guy and left trigger over there. I suggest having a little more room for this guy because it is still fairly big, even though it's pretty simple. So it causes problem. Ooh, block update. Sorry. ADD at that moment. So we can just take that and build ourselves up a little bit, and we have that connected. So what this does is it takes the block and completely extends that. But what this does is it sends a piece in there. So we'll have a piece in there, and I'll actually show it to you guys. So what would happen is block would be placed in. It would dispense this guy out into our hopper, which I've removed from my system, which is also directing straight back into it. So what would happen is we would place this block and it would extend into this, and you see it extends. You remove this and it pulls it back. So it turns this this system into a 1 pulse. So it's off and then on so that this doesn't stick. Otherwise it would stick. So that's something you need to make sure you know. Now next thing is we're going to be placing some redstone. This one needs to be on 1 tick. It was basically trial and error for me. I gotta double check. Yep, I'm correct. So yeah. So we need this repeater is basically so that you don't cause a problem with this. So basically what this does is when a piece gets in, I'll show you, it pushes it up and then it pushes it over. So it has to be timed just right so that the block pushes up and then that pushes it over to the side. So there it is, all in working order. Now you could leave it like this, or you could add in the next mechanic, which is the dispenser. And so we'll be grabbing a dispenser. Oh, we have a dispenser. Whoopie-doo. And I'm going to be grabbing a torch because I donated it to that. Go figure. So we'll be placing down a dispenser there. We need to kind of outsource this a little bit because of a bunch of different things. So you need a redstone. This is essential because you don't want it to get a signal from this, and at the same time you do not want to be sending in a repeater because it'll pass it on through here and you would get glitches. Just don't do it. So need this set up. This is basically going to be your loop. Now we're going to be placing blocks onto here. And so what this does is it burns out each and every torch at different points and then turns them back on. And so they burn out and then they turn back on, then they burn out and they turn back on. It's a vicious cycle. And then you can take a lever and turn it on all the time so it stops twitching. It makes it work a lot better. So we're going to go in and we're going to get a bunch of bone meal because we want to fill this guy up to the brim. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a oak sapling and we're going to press this, and you see it's constantly going. You can stand right here, it won't hurt you because you'll push it up one and then it'll push it over. And so this is a very efficient system and it's very cheap. You don't have to spend a lot. You could also add in a piston section that pushes it over one. And the easiest way to do that is put a redstone torch at the bottom so that if a block goes over it, it completes the system and it sends this signal all the way over, and then you could do the half slab setup and redstone across. Basically, it's the easiest part. You don't have to do it necessarily. I'll build it anyways in this video, so if you don't want to see it, then you can end the video or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to be building it anyways so that you guys can figure out what you want to do. So we'll be sending this out one, go all the way over here, encroach on the space of the other side. Yeah, go figure. And we'll be breaking apart this. Let's break it apart, get it out of the way. I hope that wasn't important. Oh well. So we'll be building this guy up and up and up and up and up and up. So double check. You need double check and make sure that you have 6 on it, or because that's the average size of a tree. And then you'll send this guy up. There we go. And nope, we need this. And double checking to make sure that I know what I'm doing, because I just realized I should probably be doing this as just an additive. Just double checking. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you need that right here because you don't want it to cross over. That's basically the biggest thing, is crossing over. And so what you're going to want to do is, since it will be activating these 2, then you want the next one to activate the 2, and then the next one, the next one, the next one, all that kind of good jazz. So we're going to be doing that. Now, it doesn't really matter where you put the half slabs, because it'll just keep, yeah, you know, whatever. So where did I put it over here? That's my question. Okay, so we'll be doing this, just kind of, okay, what's going on? There we go. So we're going to be doing the stack a little bit differently on this one, to make it kind of like work better. So we'll do that, and then we'll do this. Make sure you put the redstone on it, and now let's test it. If, let's say we have, I'm just going to put random blocks everywhere, and then I'm going to stack down And it should, see, and extends the entire thing, and then once this isn't active, it pulls back. So you'll see this extends all the way over 13 blocks, I believe. Oh, I went one extra. Oh well. So yes, you'll want one less. So I'll just, yeah, just as a word to the wise kind of a thing, I'll fix this setup. Oh, not that. So yeah, that would work still. So that's just a basic of how to. The best way to figure out how many pistons you need is have this extend all the way out to its max, and then build it around that. So that's a good how-to. So if you guys want more of these type of videos, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Remember, as always, arrivederci, sayonara, and have a nice day. Bye. And now it's time to blow it up. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna blow it up, everybody. For anyone that's still watching, you should probably turn off the video now, because now it's gonna just ruin the entire thing, because I'm ruining the entire thing. I hope it doesn't blow up too much. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Back spray. Oh well.